This is Nagorno-Karabakh, also known as Artsakh. For the last 2 weeks, Armenian and Azerbaijani military forces have clashed over this region, resulting in hundreds of deaths and even the displacement of thousands of Armenians living in the region. But how did we get to this point? And what comes next? Nagorno-Karabakh is a landlocked region in the South Caucasus with a mountainous range and is mostly forested. Armenians reside in the region and have established their presence for thousands of years. To this day, Armenians make up a vast majority of the population in the region. In 1918, the joint forces of the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic and the Ottoman Empire declared Azerbaijan a new sovereign state. 1918 also saw the birth of the First Republic of Armenia as an independent sovereign state. After surrendering to the Bolshevik forces in 1920, Azerbaijan was proclaimed a Soviet republic. In the same year, Armenia followed a similar fate with its annexation into the Soviet Union. During this time, the Soviet Union began drawing up the border of its sovereign republics. Joseph Stalin carved out Nagorno-Karabakh and Nakhchivan, both heavily populated by Armenian Christians, to give to Azerbaijan, a majority Muslim country. Nagorno-Karabakh remained a part of Azerbaijan as an autonomous region until 1988, when Armenians in the region voted to secede and reunify with Armenia. What started as a peaceful attempt to secede gradually turned violent. Azerbaijan organized massacres of Armenians in the Sumgait pogrom in 1988 and the Baku pogrom in 1990. In 1990, without the interference of the now-dissolved Soviet Union, the region erupted into an abrupt war between Armenia and Azerbaijan and led to the death of more than 30,000 individuals and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of refugees. In the midst of the war in 1991, Nagorno-Karabakh declared itself independent from Azerbaijan. Without a formal peace agreement, the violence ended in 1994 with a ceasefire that froze the conflict along a boundary known as the Line of Contact. After decades of on-again, off-again fighting, the most recent outbreak came in 2016 with what is now known as the 4-Day War. Azerbaijan had launched an offensive attack to reclaim territory in the region. According to Azerbaijan, they began their military operation after accusations of Armenian shelling of civilian regions in Azerbaijan. However, there was no evidence of Armenian bombings. About 350 people died during the clash before another ceasefire was issued. Fast forward to today, and things look a lot worse with no end in sight. On September 27, Armenia claimed that Azerbaijan had started to bomb the entire line of contact and the regional capital of Stepanakert. In response, Armenia claimed that its military forces had taken down 2 Azerbaijani helicopters and 3 drones. Since then, the two forces have engaged in a regional war. Both sides have seen hundreds of military and civilian deaths. Turkish President Erdogan has taken sides with Azerbaijan, whose Muslim majority is of the same Turkic ethnic group. Erdogan has dismissed calls to help secure a ceasefire and instead vowed to support Azerbaijan until it has recovered Nagorno-Karabakh from the Armenians.
The region will once again see peace after Armenia immediately withdraws from the Azeri lands it is occupying.
Along with supplying Azerbaijan with weapons and military equipment, numerous reports have signaled that Turkey has also sent Syrian mercenaries into the conflict. Russia is also a player in the conflict by selling arms and maintaining relations with both former Soviet republics. Armenia has a defense agreement with Russia, which supplies most of its military equipment and maintains troops in the country. Azerbaijan also heavily relies on Russian equipment, but has diversified its suppliers, notably with the purchase of surveillance and attack drones from Israel. Armenia has called out for peace in the region and is prepared for a mutual concession with Azerbaijan. The president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, on the other hand, has proclaimed his ambition to forcefully retake Nagorno-Karabakh as he continues to bomb civilian cities in the region.
We will take back our lands peacefully or through war.
On October 9, with the supervision of the Russian Foreign Ministry, Armenia and Azerbaijan agreed to a ceasefire in order to exchange prisoners and collect casualties. Less than 1 hour after the announcement, Azerbaijan breached the ceasefire and continued bombing in the region. Armenian forces have since retaliated. Several countries have condemned the actions of the Azerbaijani and Turkish governments and are calling for peace within the region. With tensions escalating between the two countries and a resolution yet to be determined, hopes of a ceasefire and stability in the region have slowly diminished.